what are important features of an insurance policy in California? So if you own a car or you drive a car, obviously insurance is mandatory. You need to have insurance to drive in California. But oftentimes what happens is, you go to an agent, you go to a broker, and you tell them, well, I want comprehensive. But the term comprehensive actually doesn't mean anything, right? And so you really do need to learn the different types of coverage that are available when you do go out and buy car insurance. So for example, when you're buying car insurance, the first thing that most people think about is just liability coverage. Of course, that's required, so it's mandatory. But other than liability coverage, which covers yourself in case you're responsible for an accident that occurred, is something called underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage, right? So the reason why you need to know about this and you need to seriously consider whether or not you're going to purchase that, because obviously it costs money, but is in the situation where you get in a car accident, it's not your fault, but the other person that hit you either doesn't have enough insurance or doesn't have insurance at all. So in that scenario, for example, you get in a car accident, other person has no insurance, then you may not have any recourse for compensation because that person doesn't have there's no way for you to recover because that person doesn't have insurance. And typically the reason why they don't have insurance is because they don't have enough money to buy insurance. So in a situation like that, it's important to understand that you can purchase insurance to cover yourself in that situation where the person does not have enough insurance or doesn't have insurance. And that's called underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage. Now, the second type that you want to consider is something called medical payment coverage. So this type of coverage, not everybody has. Again, it's also an elective type of coverage, but essentially you're purchasing a pool of money that's available to you to seek medical treatment, right? So it's not fault-based, right? So it doesn't matter if it's your fault or if it's not your fault. Medical payment coverage allows you a certain allotment of money to go out and seek treatment or to cover the ambulance bill or the hospital bill, right? So it's important to consider whether or not this is something that you want.